I personally feel that Mr. Benson would be best served not to sit on Dr. Cobb. Having lunch with him a few weeks ago, conversations with Councilman Benson basically are a conversation. The answers back are basically rebuttals and closing statements, and I would personally like to ask the council to make Councilman McEldowney the board representative for Dr. Cog, and I would take the alternate position until November. Some things have come up with some property that I have that I need to spend some time remodeling on, and I need to clear up some evenings. So I don't feel like I would be able to give the board position the best that I could for the next few months. And Councilman McEldowney has filled it with me a few times. And I think being part of the integral graduating class, renewable energies, and his grasp so far on Dr. Cog, I think that he would make a good board representative.
And your recommendation of Councilman McEldowney to be on Dr. Cog, I don't believe that he would be any better than Jim Benson. Jim Benson's been Dr. Cog several times. So what do you think that Jason McEldowney is going to do that Jim Benson wouldn't do?
I personally feel that having discussions with both, I have conversations with Mr. McEldowney where I don't have conversations with Mr. Benson. I think that as a representative of Dr. Cog, I think that he would be a very good fit for that position, and that's why I'm recommending that.
Sure, Mr. McEldowney's, he's a great guy. I can't imagine why we would do that to Mr. Benson. It sounds incredibly political to me to do this at this juncture. I would absolutely be opposed to doing that, and I think it's an inappropriate time. I think it's in fact downright embarrassing that we would even consider such a thing. And as far as Mr. Benson not being able to represent our city during these next few months, I mean, holy cow, that's ridiculous. And I just want to say, I know you said that we would be separating out these boards and commissions. The discussion over E470 only came up because of Tri-State, and I'll be speaking to that a little more when we come to E470. But I can't imagine why we would do this at this time, and I think it would be dishonorable if we did.
But we did have some challenge over emails for me for the past 2 years that were requested, and then the decision was made not to pay for what I consider, and again my personal opinion, a fishing expedition to assist a small group that Mr. Benson has every right to be on. So that it hasn't been a honeymoon for the last 3 months. Ms. Drotar.
Well, I once read an article for the Beacon that said that, and this is something that the Beacon did that I thought was really awful. But I said I would defend their position to ask those questions and to ask the city for those answers, because that's their right. That is Mr. Benson's right. Mr. Benson wants my emails, that's his right to get my emails. Whatever he wants to information that he needs from the city, and I'm going to go back to last week. Mayor Natel said that Mr. Benson had asked questions about the light at Bell Creek. Well, you know what? That's an appropriate question. We're supposed to all be asking questions, and if it just turns out that somebody I've had a lot of people, people have tried to recall me twice. Two of those people are still my really good friends. That was their right to recall, if they wanted to recall me. Yeah, it was painful, but we're still really good friends. That is Mr. Benson's right. That's his constitutional right, and that's his right on this council.
And again, as I said, he had every right to do that. But now that staff has done the work and figured out what it costs, all of a sudden nobody wants those anymore, and they were still a cost to the city.